Welcome back to Let's Play Rome Total War Carthage Campaign, episode the 66th. And when we left off, we had managed to beat some Romans away from Tingi, and then some Romans turned up at Carthage, because, yeah. And that leaves us in a situation where we need to decide what we're going to do about Carthage, and, well, we're going to decide what we're going to do in a few minutes. Meanwhile, we've got the Scipii suppressed once more in Capua. They sent a large attack force after me. I sunk it to the bottom of the city. My spy has now infiltrated Italy, and my assassin is on his way. And, on top of that, I am about to invade the Gauls. We are now 2 turns away from attacking Lemonum, leaving now. I don't know why I justify this every episode. I don't know why, but leaving this alone for the minute, because I think that makes an okay buffer against the Julii. Because if the Julii were to take that off me, they might just go directly to Oscar and ruin everything. So yeah. And on top of that, I think that's actually about it. We don't really have a lot left to do this turn. We've already basically started to retrain and rebuild from the results of the last battle. So we've got everything underway, just replenishing our troops and getting ready for the next battle. Already shipped some reinforcements in from my lovely Carthage Sabrafi, who was just hiding in wait for the minute. And as it stands, Tertius Stola is currently sieging this fort. He's about to... He's basically throwing everything he has at this fort for some reason. Look, the garrison isn't, like, fantastic, so... Oh, well, he's doing what he was. And Augustus Elagabatus, he's either going to join this battle or he is on his way to Tingi. So, if they attack one at a time, then we'll be able to take them out. We'll just sally forth again, because, well... We've had 2 successful sally forths, and I think we could go for a 3rd. But apart from that, we are pretty much at the end of this turn. We are also recruiting a diplomat, by the way, because, well, I'm just going to have we're going to have a play around with bribery. Some of these Romans might be disloyal, and while I don't exactly like the idea of having a Roman in my ranks, it's at the same time, it's a Roman who is not in the Romans' ranks, so, you know, it's one way to keep thinning their ranks out, so a successful bribe might be useful to me. But apart from that, there is not a lot left to do this turn. We are just building, and, well, doing a bit more building, aren't we? Still trying to get Corralis and Parma to grow, both of which are pretty close to the next tier of growth, so that'll be something exciting to deal with. Corduba is working on its royal palace now. We are 5 turns away from achieving it, and then we'll be done. We're also starting to recruit Sacred Band from here, because Sacred Band are awesome. And, well, yeah, that is actually really about it. So, before we go on to the next turn, because there isn't anything left to do for us this turn, we need to talk about Carthage. And as it stands, well, the situation isn't brilliant. There are 2 Brutii armies on the way. Captain Decimus is bringing I don't know what, but it's probably going to be bad. And Captain Lentulus here is bringing a rather a lower mid-tier army, but it could be enough to win this, to basically for Romans to win this back. The garrison I have here is not brilliant. It's still retraining. If it's a siege, it's going to be a very bloody siege, I will say that. And that leaves me with 2 options. Either fight the siege and either win or lose. But if we win, I doubt we're going to hold on to the town for much longer than that, because the Romans will do a follow-up straight after. Or we abandon the city for now and come back another day, have these troops make their way back to Corralis, and we'll attack again when the Romans let their guard down. Naturally, we'll burn a few buildings on our exit though, such as the catapult engineer, just to make sure the Romans can't recruit any more artillery to use against me. So that is really the pickle I find myself in, and it does not leave a good feeling in my heart to abandon Carthage again and allow it to be taken over, but at the same time it could just be the right thing to do, because we need to keep moving, and I don't want to lose Eshmunnash. He's a good person and he is very valuable to my plans. Because if the Romans are coming here, by the way, they could just maybe keep them tied up in a siege long enough. We might be able to do a quick hop, skip and a jump to Cirta, which would be an easier town to hold because it's closer proximity to Carthago Nova. So spy, make your way over and begin scoping. Because what we're going to do is we're going to hit a run, because as you can see, the Romans are also sending a 3rd army over as well, and that one's probably on its way over as well. So yeah, we just need to face facts now, sooner rather than later. We're not going to hold Carthage, We've held it for a few turns. It's you know, it's disrupted for Brutii's ability to tread, but these armies here, we're not going to stand up to them, so we need to leave. I will leave one unit behind though to act as a garrison, a sacrificial unit, but they will be given a very high honour. But basically, if we leave a sacrificial garrison unit here, it means that the enemy will be forced to siege the town. So we can buy ourselves some turns and just let the enemy sit around. So unfortunately, Carthage, until another day. But I leave you with one good service in my heart. I'm going to undesecrate you a little bit. So things like, well, we need to get rid of some Roman buildings, don't we? So let's get rid of that siege engineer because I don't like that being here. And let's also get rid of... Ooh, I know about Great Foreigners making money, but... Oh, it'd be tragic if the Romans were to lose the ability to make money, wouldn't it? Oopsies, clumsy me. And, what else should they lose? I think that's about it, actually, because the public order here is so shit anyway, but the Romans won't hold on to it for long. Right, as for us, we're making tracks. Make your way north and away from the Romans. I want Bashilek, sail over here to keep any potential Brutii interceptors busy. Because I suspect the Brutii are still holding somewhat busy patrols around here. Aberdeen, you could also make your way down south, actually, to keep an eye on things, but I would rather you go to Parma right now. And, oh wait, shit, you can't go to Parma. I did this last episode. You can't go to Parma. Back to Nova with you. But Charimendus, actually, you can move. I didn't quite see it there, but Charimendus, your navy is getting quite good, actually, because we're getting some lovely big old silver chevrons. So you go sit there, and oh look, an enemy. Right, kill it. Thank you very much. Only an average victory though, but fine. May as well just keep disrupting the Brutii's plans at sea, because as long as they're busy, I will be free now for Admiral Aberdashum. You start making your way over. You know what, even merge with Bashilek if you can. Though it's not going to happen because Bashilek is annoying. What is in this bit? Right, you know what? Take these 3 triremes and... Not. Oh wait, I don't think fleets can transfer to each other, can they? Right. Take all of this lot and you join there. Bashilek will dock somewhere else. There we go. Right, so now that we said merging with fleet a million times, so now the one carrying the army is here. That'll be enough to stand up to any enemy attacks. You make your way back to the docks. And now we should... Now, if I get my spy in position, we should be able to launch an attack on Cirta. A very odd plan, I know, and probably, and you know, a big gamble at the same time. But we need to know when we're gonna lose a fight. And I know it's not good to think, oh shit, we're gonna lose. But yeah, you know what? The Brutii are still a very tough enemy. They're still somewhat tougher than us, but we are wearing them down. Those 2 victories have dealt nasty blows to the Brutii, so we can still keep wearing them down. But we need to pick and choose our fights carefully, and we need to know when not to fight and when to run. Otherwise, we'll get caught in a big bloody battle, and yeah, we might kill a lot of Brutii, but at the same time, we might lose, you know, we're still in a position where we can't really be affording to wastefully lose troops. Because right now, I'm in the process of building up 3 towns here, so I want to try and keep recruitment to a minimum. Which doesn't sound good either, but you know what I mean, people. You know what I mean. We want to get towns bigger. We want to make sure we're getting more options. I want, you know, because I want Carthage gone over to be producing Poeni while Corduba deals with the Sacred Band. Things like that. But we are going to go to the next turn now. And yes, unfortunately, we say goodbye to Carthage, but you know what? We've taken out 2 key buildings that the Romans won't be able to use against us if they take the town back. So you know what? We'll have hampered them, their efforts a little bit. So, yeah. Anyway, on to the next turn.
No more moves, sire.
Right, I wasn't really expecting my garrison to instantly give up, but I'm assuming the settlement revolted because the Brutii were doing such a bad job at running it anyway, so, yeah, you've lost... oh, by the way, where did you get those... Oh, did I forget some Poeni infantry? I don't... I don't even remember oh wait, I was recruiting some, wasn't I? Look, mate, you've lost. And I don't like auto-resolving, but there is literally no point in me fighting this battle right now. Just, yeah. You lost.
Run for your lives!
Somehow his army still survived, and oh look, he actually did some intelligence gathering with that, while doing that big backwards shovel. Right, so annoyingly, some of my plans didn't work out. Carthage managed to revolt annoyingly, which is a bit of a bitter pill, and that means the Brutii are now free to buff up their garrison in Cirta again, or attack me. But I might just still be able to move back in there at some point. Ceasefire in effect, by the way, between Thrace and Britannia. Ooh. Tingi's back under siege, and it looks like the enemy has decided to... well, looks like Sturlo has chosen to combine his forces into one super army and leave Elegabartus somewhat underfunded, but fine. It does mean that this army in this fort is free to move over, because let's face it, Elegabartus is now just Elega on his Onius, or I could actually even move into Bretha. And given the seriousness of Sturlo's army, that could be a good idea, but at the same time, I want to save Sabratha for later. I think he might be more useful if a bigger threat emerges, so I'm going to move in this army here, what's left of a fort army. I'll leave one unit behind, these slingers can stay behind just so the fort continues to exist and lure in enemies. But, oh, by the way, we're getting quite rich, aren't we? Yeah. Annoyingly, my plans have fallen apart a little bit there. I was hoping that the enemy would siege Carthage for a little while, but unfortunately, well, it didn't go well. And while we could potentially, actually, ooh, we could get in the city this turn. If this spy has the gates open, we could actually just walk in and capture Cirta, and once more, we'll hit and run the Romans. Once more, a very odd tactic I'm engaging here, but it's enough to keep the Brutii's attention away from Tingi, perhaps. Because the Brutii were sending a lot against me over here, so this could be a way of keeping them busy. And then in the meantime, Corduba and Tingi can build up a huge army which I can use to capture Dimindi and then Gaetulia. Then I can just strike from the south and move back my way up north. Interesting. Because the garrison here is weak. It's just some Principes and Legionary Cavalry. And I have a majority chance to open the gates. This is another opportunity we should not be wasting. I want all my troops to move in, take Cirta, hold it for as long as possible. I'll try and arrange reinforcements. Nova, look, one of you guys is leading an army, whether you like it or not. Prepare some Libyan spears. Sacred Band are being prepared for you as well. You prepare some Poeni. I know we should be preparing Sacred Band, but you know what? We want to get this one going and going fast. If we have a chance to capture an enemy city, you also recruit some extra Iberians. But we're not missing out on this. We have a majority chance. We're going to roll that dice. And you better be ready. Oh, wait, you're not carrying an army. Oh, shit, it's you who's carrying the army, isn't it? No, it's you. Ah, shit, he's too far away, isn't he? Perhaps the Romans won't return within a turn. Right, make your way over. Charmendus, blockade the port. See that there's no more trade. Bashilek, not you. You are to return to port and be retrained or rebuilt. Actually, no, go to Parma for that. Actually, no. Do go to Corrales for that. You need to keep policing the seas in case the Scipii do anything. You, Aberdisham, get your ass over here. There we go. If the Brutii keep away, just for at least another turn, Cirta will be ours. Not sending in this guy, but I mean, fair play to this guy for somehow not having his army wiped out in the battle. I guess it's what happens when I'm not around to screw everything up, but yeah. His army would not be enough to capture Cirta. For now, shame you don't have a general, because then I could have you build a fort right on this frontier. Camp there for now anyway. I'll try and arrange you. I'll try and arrange something for you. I mean, I could always have someone quickly hop down from Nova and do it actually, which would be a good idea. So yeah. You there, Tabnet, you're not governing because you are a commander. Tabnet, Admiral Abadisia is going to take you down to Africa. You're going to chuck a fort up here quickly in order to try and keep the Brutii hemmed into Cirta, or at least make them take a lengthy detour, and you know the drill, so I'm just going to drop you here. Not quite sure if Romans are roaming here. We should build more watchtowers as well. That's another thing to go on the to-do list. Right. Oogles, boogles, schloodles. Right, we've got two things to do this turn now, haven't we? We've got to defend Tingi once more for the, what is it, like the third episode? Well, third battle in a row. Not third episode in a row. You, though, Sakarbal, we've been marching north. Let's go take Lemonum. Let's do something that isn't involving Romans. We need a break from Romans, don't we? Oh, hello there, Lemonum. Up for grabs, are we? I think I might have sent a few too many troops up here. I was expecting a fight now. You barbarians tend to invade me in force. Oh, well, well, just the one ram's going to do, really. So, yeah, build a ram and I will deal with you later. There's literally a garrison of one, and as far as I can tell, it's probably not an actual general's bodyguard. So, right. That's Lemonum mine within a turn now. Good. Extra trading port, extra money, extra people. Right. Sabatha, you stay there. All units in this base, except for slingers. I want you to position yourself right next to this guy here. Or should we kill this? No, I can't. I don't have any cavalry in this army. It's not going to work. He'll run away. I know my enemy. Attack from these forests, even though it's not going to make a difference anyway. But, you know, if you stand really close by, enough to make him face you and go, oh, hello, what's your game, then? Right, you're right behind him. Right, you lot. You've retrained more or less, so, well, you know what to do. There's an enemy at the walls, and I would rather there not be an enemy at the walls. Oh, come on, no reinforcements. Right, that's annoyed me. Captain Zamolxis, you need to work on your ability to be close to me. Now, I wish I had sent Sabatha, but either way, the strength ratio is 4-3 in my favour. Stolo is, well, I only just outnumber Stolo. Let's have a quick look at his retinue, though. It's not the strongest in the world. It is beatable. But, the one concern is he has a lot of artillery, and I mean a lot of artillery. He's got a lot of ballistas. Alright, they're not the biggest threat in the world, but he does have onagers, and I have elephants. And onagers and elephants don't make good combinations. One lucky shot and my elephants will berserk instantly. We need to do the same tactic as we did in the last battle. Clear out the anti-elephant ordnance first, and then deal with, well, then just let the elephants run free, kill all the infantry, happy days, go to me. But he does also have Triarii, but last time they didn't really do a lot, but we will keep an eye out for them anyway. Principes, yeah, they're going to be a little tough to deal with, but my Poetes were more than capable of dealing with them. There isn't really anything particularly nasty in the army overall, but he does have numbers. We'll deal with it as it comes, but that Roman cavalry as well, they could be trouble. Libyan spearmen need to be given their performance because Captain Zamolxis, yeah. Obviously the physics of sallying forth were not on my side, but I wanted to initiate a battle with these guys. Because I want to control this army, not this load of shit here. Let's fight it anyway. I'm still positive we can win this one. And even if we lose, I have another army lying in wait to quickly make things right. But once more, like I've said, we can't really be affording to lose units willy-nilly. We've got things to do, things to build. We've got to keep developing and building. So, you know, try not to screw this one up, me.
Await my orders.
Right, let's get ready to fight. And since I have two gates to play with, I'm thinking we will send the elephants out of one and put them on a slow boil. But at the same time, yeah. I mean, this is the enemy army here. I mean, it's looking all enemy and army-like. And the key unit to be concerned about once more are the onagers. They could flatten my infantry very quickly, so we need to be quite aggressive this time around. We can't just sit around and let the enemy come to us. We need to either provoke the enemy quickly, or we need to get in close enough to render these onagers somewhat, like, defunct, but these just tend to hit anything at any range, so yeah. I am thinking of having my cavalry sally through that gate though and loop around and hit the enemy cavalry. I do have 2 gates to use as well, so, but then again, this gate is quite far away and might actually not be a strategically sound idea. I think we'll use this gate and that gate. The other gates would not really work out in my favour. Not that I have anything against those gates, it's just that speed is of the essence in a way. So, how are we going to deploy this one? Obviously, Poennies, being my best troops, have first priority. So, Poenni, not you. Actually, wait. Control double click. There we go. I got all my Poennies, right. You lot deploy here, and we'll move you out ASAP. Iberians. I only have 2 Iberians left, actually. So you guys go here. Libyans, you prep yourself as well. Just put units into groups just for easy clicking. Slingers. Could put my slingers on the wall, actually, this time around. Because I'm going to have to go... I am thinking this time we're going to go infantry first, just because we need to remove that onager for ASAP before we can bring in our elephants, just to clean house, basically. But if the enemy does want to come towards me, these slingers will be happy to oblige and tell them to, well, you know, go away. So I've got my slingers there. Cavalry, yeah. We are starting to run a little bit thin on cavalry after that last battle. We did lose a bit. Luckily, we don't have any legionary cavalry to deal with this time around, but Roman cavalry will still be something of a threat to me, so need to be a little bit smarter with cavalry in this battle and not waste it all. And Elefantes, you get to go here and you get to wait for something to do. Once the elephants are away, you will be allowed to play... Oh, and by the way, I have fucked up. You Poennies are supposed to go with the other Poennies, aren't you? Like here. I have many Poennies now. I have 8 Poenni infantry. Look at me go. Spears, you deploy here. Spears will go on the flank as usual. What's that? Oh, wait, I thought I was standing way out on the flank, by the way. Just some early legionary cohorts. Slingers have fire at will permission for now, by the way, just in case the enemy does decide to advance closer to us, but usually the enemy does have a little shuffle around. And we also do need to account for the strength ratio has begun in my favour. Now, it hasn't begun very far in my favour, but sometimes Romans tend to have something of the yellow belly. And I suspect with this guy, we don't really know what Stolo's like. I think we have fought him before, but I mean the name Stolo does ring familiar, but at the same time not familiar enough like Galerius Brutus. But you know, this guy could just run away the instant he decides things aren't going right, so we need to just be aware of that. Which is why I have my slingers just ready to fire will, because the enemy will have an initial like shuffle about, but hopefully they're not just going to instantly run away. Yeah, hopefully they do want to fight anyway. Let's begin this battle and have ourselves a good clean fight. And save Tinky again. Unit, begin the advance. He's already on the move. He's going to choose to make his line over here. Good. Fine. Allow him to do that. Slingers, I want you on this wall ready to intercept ASAP. Other slingers, I want you to move and intercept it as well. And that also means, by the way, while he's moving around, you know, he's buggering about, that means his artillery is busy, it's occupied. It will not have time to deploy properly. It gives me time to deploy properly without worry of that. Elephants, that does not mean I'm moving the elephants out, by the way. The elephants will not move until that onager is safely out of commission and not in a position to annoy me and ruin everything. Learnt my lesson from that one tragic event we had. Slingers, let's get some momentum going, by the way. The enemy has little in the way of missile power to stop you. We do have some light auxilia, but I'm not writing them off as a threat, but I don't think they're going to be a huge threat to you. They will cause some casualties, but you should be able to fight them off. Iberian infantry, by the way, let's get you coming out as well. Need you to just provide some backup. And yeah, that's everyone moving now into a position that we need them to be in. So the Romans are forming their line here, actually. So Poennies, we're going to make our line here as well. So there we go. I think the enemy is trying to make sure he's out of range of my slingers. So slingers, I do have them running, but yeah, that seems to be a foreign language to them, so they don't really seem to be running anyway. I've just got to wait on my infantry to get out. I mean, now would be a prompt time for my cavalry to come in for a quick charge, but I wasn't really expecting the enemy to do this whole big move around. I was actually expecting, like the last time, just to make his line there and fight. But obviously it seems that if the strength ratio is not in his favour, the enemy will move. If it is in his favour, the enemy will stay. Whether or not that's the 100% rule, I don't know, but we'll have to see. And, oh, he isn't running, is he? Don't be running, dude. No, he's making a line. It's okay. No. That's a run! That's a rout! Enemy! Right, no, wait. Can't make my mind up. Why am I so indecisive? Right, he's not routing. He's fainting. That's what he's doing. He's having me on. Cavalry, line up and get ready. Slingers, yeah, he's got out of your range, unfortunately. I thought we could have intercepted him. Right, what we need to do is... Wait, I heard a march order. Right, he's coming towards us. Slingers, let's line up here like I've ordered you to, and get ready. If the enemy wants to attack, then, you know, he's going to attack, right. Poennies, we could really be considerably more organised than that, couldn't we? Like, a lot more organised. Like, you guys still seem to have trouble, like, forming a simple group as well. I just want a line here. I mean, that shouldn't be hard, guys. I mean, come on. Get into position and just do it. There we go. I mean, some of these guys are way too far ahead as well, but I don't really want to stop because... But I should stop at, you know... Halt! The artillery isn't firing on you yet. You lot, get yourselves organised. Come on. Can do better than that, can't we? Thank you very much. Right. Slingers are preparing themselves up here. I want one unit of slingers here. And I want the other unit of slingers here. If the enemy does choose to come towards us, our slingers are in position to provide assistance. We're really too far away now just to come down. Enemy artillery is now beginning to take up its positions. It's not ready to fire, but we need to be wary of it. Elephants, not bringing you out of the city yet, but I want you ready to be making your way out of this gate when the signal is given. And some of my cavalry is wandering around here, by the way. That is not really what I like to see in my armies, is it? Now, we all know that. Right. Libyan spears, I want you to secure this flank here, by the way. Not going to put the spears on this flank because, one, the Poennies should be able to deflect cavalry head-on anyway. And two, the slingers should be able to, well, deter cavalry anyway. Cavalry come here, they will just basically be hitting a hail of pellets, and that's just going to kill them off, so we should be alright in that aspect. Iberians, I want you to create a line just behind them, and you know what to do. And yeah, I've got every unit now in its position, moving into its correct position in order to do something really, really useful. I still feel bad about abandoning Carthage, by the way, and I know a certain someone might give me an earache about this. And that sounded really rude, didn't it? But, oh, hello, he's opening fire, by the way. Right, lads. We could be more organised than that, but it seems organisation is just not your watchword today, is it? Break phalanx and bloody run into... Oh, wait, he's moving again. It's not a rout, though. He's trying to make a position. Just going to say break phalanx so you guys could actually run into position, but you guys are just so bloody slow, aren't you? Right. He's still not running, though. We'd hear the enemy issuing the withdraw order when he's ready to withdraw. But this way, I could... Well, actually, no. I would say this way, I could bring out my slingers onto the ground floor, but that's not going to happen. Not when there's artillery around and it's going to be still actively firing at us. I mean, so far, yeah, it's missed its shots, but it's only going to be a matter of time until it actually hits a shot. So, you know what? Iberians, let's ungroup you. I'm going to put you in a looser formation, like so, because I don't want collateral damage absolutely ruining your life. Now, Poennies, now that we're nice and organised, begin moving forward, because the enemy cavalry's seeing you, and they're thinking, ooh, hello, some Iberian infantry, I'd like to kill them now. Except they're not going to. And they're only equites, so they'll suck. So I've got my Libyan spears just effectively keeping the enemy deterred, so let's keep moving in. Cavalry, let's come over here and begin clipping the wings. The enemy will know now that they're running out. Well, they actually are running out of space. But we're getting quite close to the boundary of the map here, and it's beginning to worry me. This guy could break and run at any second. And yeah, if he runs once more, ooh, yay! Tinky's safe again and no longer under siege. But you know, oh fucking hell, Tertius Stola is still bloody alive, and it also means, oh god, he's so disorganised, isn't he? It's making me feel a bit nauseous. But you know, it means, oh fucking hell, his army's still on the field, and yeah, alright, it's probably bleeding him money in upkeep. I mean, seriously, the Brutii must be fucking paying a mint in unit upkeep right now. Poennies, halt, spears down, inner phalanx, you're about to get charged. Thank you. I think that's put his cavalry off a little bit. Now, I don't know why the enemy is choosing to face this direction, by the way. I think the enemy has perceived my cavalry as the bigger threat. Now, that's an okay thought to have, I guess, but at the same time, hello there, exposed flank. Pleased to meet you. My name's Poenni Infantry, and I'm here to ruin your day, basically. Libyan spearmen, advance on the cavalry, but also begin making some designs on that lovely bit of artillery, please. Where the hell is the rest of the artillery? Oh, wait, it's all there. It's all in one big clump. Right. Is that Roman cavalry going to move at any point, by the way, or am I just being gifted a victory here? I don't feel happy about being gifted a victory. I like to earn my victories, right? Make your way in there, lads. It's a free kill. Go on. You guys get in there as well. Libyan spears. Just finish that cavalry off now. They have earned their deaths. And I mean, they haven't like nicely earned their deaths. They've earned their deaths through the sheer force of their own stupidity. He's on the run. Cavalry, speed it up. No, wait. He's adjusting for... God damn it, man. Retreat or don't retreat. Just make your mind up. Poennies, turn and face. I think he's trying to have us on here and trying to catch me on a flank, but so far it hasn't worked. I'm keeping you guys actively anti-flank dish, sort of. We're trying to basically trying to make a cup. Our cup runneth over. One of you long shield cavalry, take out that light auxiliary, which has decided to make its way slightly out of the battlefield. You guys start making designs on that artillery. I'm bringing the elephants forward now. And by the time the elephants are nearby, I want, you know, well, I'm getting some Libyan spearmen to go and deal with that artillery, but it looks like we have the opportunity because, yeah. Tertius Stola has made a whoopsie in his pants today, or his trousers, as English people like to say, but yeah, he's done a whoopsie. He's had a little bit of a brain fart. He has fucked up because, yeah. Alright, I fucked up there, by the way, but these guys should win anyway. Iberians, go and lend a hand, please. I know you're not suited to it, but these guys do need a hand. So, you know, do what you do best. That artillery is down, by the way, so Elefantes, let's get you in there. Let's start moving up fast. I should have brought you up earlier, but then again, I didn't know that the enemy was going to surrender this quickly. Some of my Poenni are breaking, by the way. Cavalry squad, I've got an idea. Let's get in there. Libyans, by the way, leave the artillery alone. We've got the artillery weakened. We've got the artillery knocked out. I want you in the back of these guys yesterday, please. Simple as that. Just get in there. You got a lovely open flank charge. Well, rear charge, basically. So, you know, there we go. Easy as pie. The Romans are going down. Those Iberians should keep the enemy cavalry tied up for a little bit longer. Not for long, though, but, you know, buys us a few more seconds. General, rally the men. Seeing a few of my guys rout, but, you know, we are breaking the Romans into a rout of their own. You guys keep dealing with that artillery. Elephants are coming out as fast as they can. They're trying to get themselves organised. The gate's giving them some trouble. That's a bit of a pain. Oh well, oh well, oh well. I still feel like I did the right thing in keeping the elephants in reserve because, you know what, the elephants aren't quite suited for it. By the way, I see a rout. Oh, well, dead general. Okay. Was going to say, make sure that fucker doesn't live, but, you know, that fucker is now dead. Cavalry, he's in a full rout. Infantry, finish them off. Infantry, finish them off. Cavalry, finish off whatever's over there, because they're going to just try and cut and run. Let's aim for a nice, clean, wiping off a campaign map now, because I think that's what we deserve now. And yeah, maybe because it was an easy victory, but you know what, if the enemy can't look after their troops, then they're not allowed to have them. I mean, alright, they're charging in. Libyan spearmen, you should be able to win against Velites trying to go into melee mode. I mean, if they were gladiators, you'd lose, but they're not. And we've won. Right, finish them all off, lads.
They are running from the battle in terror.
Sometimes I don't know why I'm pessimistic, and sometimes I don't know why I'm like approaching the battle thinking, ooh, I might not win, ooh, this could be risky, when the Romans just pull this sort of shit. Still, best not get big-headed. When the Romans flop one battle, they're always scheming a fresh way to screw everything up for me. Oh, and by the way, you elephants are getting a birthday present, aren't you? Even though you still can't figure out gates. Look, one of you come out of a gate. There we go. The gate has opened because, look, you have a birthday present there. Kill those guys. Well, because the cavalry ain't doing everything. Right. Cavalry turn and deal with us like auxilia. You guys turn and deal with whatever's coming this way. You guys go and deal with whatever's coming that way. And there we go. Bob's your uncle. That's the end. I mean, yeah. You know what? I don't think my losses were even that bad this time around. I'm not really... I mean, there are, once more, a fair few Carthaginian bodies on the ground, but there aren't that many at all, to be honest. The majority of them there are Roman, and that's a good thing. Because I actually only lost 31% of my army this time. That's still quite a lot of my army gone, but... 31%! Way! Elephants, you know what to do. See those Principes? Kill those Principes. They're your new tusk toy, or chew toys, you know, tusk accessory. Put their shields on the end of your tusks and it will look really cool. By the way, I've just rediscovered the joy of playing Minecraft. Yeah, I'm sure you all want to hear about this, by the way, but I've just rediscovered the joy of playing Minecraft. I just felt like saying that because I've been, like, walking around all day in Minecraft with, like, my new shield, which I built, because you can build shields in it now. And you can decorate them as well if you get the correct materials. And I basically put the colours of Carthage on my shield because I'm fucking perfect. By the way, that tower is doing overtime here. Why aren't you doing this shit when we're in an actual siege battle, matey mate? Oh, wow, those guys flew.
And all the sweeter for being so decisive.
Well, I don't think a lot of Romans got away from that one, if any at all, actually. Well, yeah, only... Ooh, 23 got away! Ooh. Now, these are numbers I like. I like these numbers very much. Very much indeed. 2008 kills and only 23 survivors and a dead general. Yeah, I could get used to these kind of figures. Battle of Tinghi in 198 BC yet again, but the second battle of 190... Well, actually no, was this the third? No, this will be the second one. We only did... Yeah, 2 within the same year. The other one was in 199 BC. But, yeah. Rome got wrecked. Badly. I mean, yeah, I have taken a fair few casualties, but he only got 658 kills. He couldn't even push 1,000 this time around. I mean, there's the stats for you if you want to pause the video now and leaf through them at your leisure, but I can just tell you now, standout units were quite easily the cavalry. However, Poeni infantry were definitely bringing it in. Libyan spearmen were also having a really good fun time at it. Yeah, I mean, really, all units, units that were involved in the battle did very well. Slingers obviously didn't really get their time to shine because the enemy was kind of screwing us about a bit. But then again, the enemy really did was what they painted themselves into a corner, and then that's just where it all went wrong for them, wasn't it? Because they were organised, they didn't read my movements. I mean, alright, it's only the AI, but if they'd read my movements, I probably, it could have gone a lot worse for me. But look, enough analysis. We won. Tinghi's safe again. Let's be happy. And oh shit, I'm doing that thing with my right hand that Donald Trump does, and I don't feel comfortable with doing that. Right. Anyway, Tinghi won again. Get some retraining done, and also, how close are we to the next? Oh, we're not close enough to the next level of barracks, are we? We still need a few more populations to come into this army. I'm thinking cut Tinghi's taxes in order to encourage more growth and get some crop rotation going as well. Oh no, I stacked a building! How tragic! I'll keep that one on the back burner. Make sure to remember to do that. Right, you, Zamikos. You kind of screwed up a little bit, and I'm not too happy about that. So for now, please make your way back to the fort in case there's more Romans. And let's do some quick post-admin on Tinghi before we end this episode. And next time, capturing a Gaul town, because, woo, capturing Gaul things. Oh, by the way, Scalabus is sulking again. How are you screwing this one up again? You're not really screwing it right. Don't really feel happy about doing this, but buff up the military garrison a little bit then, because it keeps the well, actually no, don't waste money on Iberians, man. We'll do it. Just use fucking town militia. There we go. Just keep the peeps suppressed. Right, retinue expands, by the way. Callius Carmo now has a sword bearer, which gives him extra personal security and extra valor to the general's bodyguards, which I think that means he can stay in the battle for a little longer before he routs. Not that I like him to rout anyway. Right, so we're building what we can in Tingi. We actually do have one recruitment slot open, by the way, but I don't really want to put a third elephant in the army. I could really use replacing one of the long shield cavalry though, which is what I'm going to do. And I think we are going to merge some of the Poeni, and I do have, you know, I have my spare Poeni nearby at least, or at least I have one spare Poeni, so right. I'm going to merge one Poeni up, which is my weakest Poeni. You merge with him, and then, yeah, I can send in another one, right. You spare Poeni, get your ass into Tingi, and there we go, right. Do need to get more Poeni into the area, though. Corduba, what are you recruiting this turn? You are doing more Poeni because we were planning to take Cirta. Let's keep an eye on that one. We'll see what happens. We'll see where the Romans move next turn. That could still be a possibility. Not a guarantee, though. But then again, Corduba, what's level archery range are we on? We're ready to build a catapult range now. That sounds like a good thing to build. Build a few onagers. Go over here. Knock down a few walls, and then Bob's your uncle. We can take over the Capua and blow up the Scipii. I think that might be where my army might be better suited now. It's not the best army in the world. I'll pump it up with a few extra units, of course. But yeah, I think it's high time to execute this little plan given to me by my lovely loyal advisor, who is full of brilliant ideas. Yeah, time for one Roman family to die. They've been clinging on for for way too long. I mean, I do kind of feel bad for the Scipii since I basically screwed them over at the beginning of the campaign. Oh, by the way, the Gaul's doing quite well here, apparently. Well done, Gaul. Well done, Gaul. Oh well, I mean, all right, Gaul gets to exist for a little longer, but at least we're concentrating our strength over there rather than over here. Anyway, that's where we're going to call it an episode for today, folks. We've made good progress. Alright, we lost Carthage. Boo! But you know what? It had to be done. I've sabotaged it a little bit, so the Brutii aren't going to get the biggest bang for their buck. They're going to have to do some rebuilding now. And we've saved Tingi once more. Might be safe to come out of Tingi now, actually. But we're going to give it one more turn, because we've got to get some retraining done. But I think it's time to start going on the offensive. Where's my spy, by the way? Oh, did he die or something? Damn it. We need another spy down there ASAP. I also have an agent. Oh shit, you were supposed to get on that boat, weren't you? Right. Well, before you set off then, Mr. Spy, well, Mr. Diplomat, have a spy ready as well, please. Right. Anyway, that's where it's an episode now for real. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode, my friends, and I will see you all on the next episode, because the next one will actually be the first episode of Rome Total War to go up in Total War month. So, yeah. Hype train, woo! I'm really excited to do Total War month, because there's gonna be cool stuff. Modded Rome Total War, more Rome Total War, Medieval 2, Warhammer, and first impressions of Warhammer 2. It's all coming together. See you all there, folks. Bye.